Talking dinners at Del Fresco's, cafe intermezzo espressos, $1,000 suit wearing retros, 2 911s under the trench coat, pulled out the stick with the tempo, devil horn showing through the halo, planet of the apes, I'm the pharaoh, nigga, only accepting payments in your roles, playing my cards dealt tarot, Kobe beef only in the steak roll, hey ho. We getting payroll, Mami amigos getting pesos. Spread the wealth around like a torn foul. Man's best friend turned you into child. Money longer than a Kentucky mile. Generational wealth, I'm gonna scream it loud.
Welcome to What the F Happened this week. What's going on, big homie Wayne?
I'm doing good, man. I'm
glad, man. I'm good, man. I'm doing all right. We don't have Rita today. I hope she gets well soon and hope she feels better. Hope you like the new intro, big homie. Definitely need to have a little more time.
Song, man.
Yeah,
you know how much I love that song.
A lot of people love that track. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started, man. It seems like this Sunday was Bloody Sunday. Ooh, even bloody Monday too, because it was happening. Everybody and their mom got injured this week. And it was, to me, I cannot believe how many big stars got hurt. For one, Deshaun Watson. As a Browns fan, I am extremely conflicted about this injury because I didn't want him to get injured, right? And that's the way he get benched. I ain't like to do because he wasn't playing well. Then you got Godwin, he gets crazy tackled, and then he gets injured. Plus, Mike Evans got injured. And Ayuk is out for the rest of the season. So it's just been a tough time for teams this year. So we want to go ahead and start talking about that, but we also going to talk about the Jets and Aaron Rodgers blaming everybody but himself, which is insane.
That's what I want to talk about, yeah.
Even though he said, I got to play better, he just went over a million other things that's going on.
He said that because he realized that he was blaming everybody else, and it was like, that's just one of them shit you say where you're like, oh yeah, me too.
Blaming factors, you can't just take the blame. Tua not worrying about wearing the additional helmet. I don't know what that shit is called, but I know it's a guardian cap. It's a lot of players that wear it. Not a lot, but like a few on each team. But he was talking about hell to the gnaw. We also going to talk about the fact that I don't think nobody's going to really beat the Chiefs this year. And if they do, I'll be very surprised. It'll be just a game that they just felt like fucking off because they're undefeated and they look undefeated. They destroyed the 49ers. And then should Lamar be now named MV3?
No.
MV3.
No.
Because he about to get his next MVP. He threw 5 touchdowns last night. And the boy ain't even rushing. The Ravens look serious. We also touch on the Lions too and a whole bunch of other teams such as the Patriots and their coach saying that their whole team is soft. But we're going to go ahead and start with the Godwin injury. Big homie Wayne, I'm going to let you start first, man. What do you just think about all the injuries that really happened this past couple of days and what's going on, man?
Extremely surprising, man. It's very surprising that everything happened over this weekend, like halfway, but also it is halfway within the season. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of the time when people's bodies start taking a toll and start breaking down, and you know what I mean? But it is kind of weird that it all happened and it was like the major players too. It's never like the second, the second strings or anything like that. It's the people that you need the most. Excuse me. But Godwin, man, God, man, all the love and support in the world of him. I feel so bad for him and what happened to his, I think it was his ankle or his knee. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was. But either way, man, just to see his leg just turned the other way and that was absolutely just an extraordinary break, and it was just off the. It sickened me to death, man. I feel so bad for him, and I hope him a speedy recovery. Even if he doesn't play again, I just hope him a speedy recovery. But from what you were telling me about this, if we could talk about Godwin particularly, you said it's a particular tackle that that's already been banned, that's already been outlawed in the NFL.
Yeah, you get a penalty, you get a fine for it.
Okay. And how much is the fine for? Do you happen to know off the top of your head?
I don't know. I think it depends on how egregious it is, but it also could lead to a suspension. So
Now,
it's
did
a
it
dual
look
type of
egregious?
thing.
Did it look? Excuse me. Did it look like an egregious hit to you? It didn't look egregious to me. It kind of looked like something. If it were something that everybody knows about, which I'm certain
They
everybody
know.
does.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was done intentionally. Of course, not intentionally, but I don't think that he did it even thinking about maybe I shouldn't do this tackle, or maybe I don't. Do you think it was something that was done just not giving a fuck?
So I will say that I'm gonna answer your question by talking about a few scenarios. Unfortunately, I can't really answer it as a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you have people out there like Ed Reed that wanted to hurt people.
Yeah.
He went out there to hurt people, right? And then you got other players that just makes mistakes, make a dumb decision, or just trying to tackle the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And he gets injured.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the boy's intention. But after it happened, you could see everybody was really worried about it.
Yeah.
I think that most players want to just, stop you from making a play, but they don't want to put you out. So no,
Right.
I don't think it's intentional.
Yeah.
But if you want to play this game, you got to understand all the elements of the game. And if you do make a mistake like that, since there is already rules about it, you do have to face consequence. So he gets suspended for like 6 weeks. No, a couple weeks suspension, a fine. That's fine, because and they said that they're investigating it. It's not definitive. But if you just look at the way he was getting tackled, it was like 5-6 people around him. I don't think he was doing it intentionally, because nobody wants to do that. And no disrespect to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans out there, but y'all would have to get to the Super Bowl to play the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't even think the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. Personal opinion. But no, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was a mistake. But sometimes when you make a mistake, you still have to face the consequence. It is what it is. That has been outlawed, because this, unfortunately, every time somebody get hit like that and it's like hard pause or phrasing, it causes like injuries, bro. Like people be getting messed up, and it's just crazy that happened, but it wasn't intentional. Not in my mind. I don't know the player that really did it. I don't think he has that demon in his heart. A lot of that stuff's been taken out of the NFL. You don't got a lot of players like Ed Reed no more that want to decapitate a motherfucker. We're talking about I'm gonna catch me a body today. It ain't that serious. Like, chill. You know what I mean? I love it, but that's
Right.
nah. I don't think it's intentional, bro. But go ahead, my bad.
Good. No, that was it. I just wanted to know basically about that play being outlawed and why, and now we see why.
People get hurt, man.
Excuse me, yeah, but either yeah. So big up to God. When we haven't heard too much from him yet, how long he's gonna be out.
Oh, it came out. He's gonna be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I mean,
who else gonna be out for Well, who else gonna be out for the rest of the season though? Of course, is your boy Massage Envy.
Deshaun Watson.
So
and
there's
Brandon
a reason.
Ayuk.
And Ayuk too. Damn. So the reason I wore my red wrap here is because I want the smoke. I want all the smoke this time around, and I mean it. I'm trying to channel like my inner my inner undisputed. I want to jump into my skip mode right now. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is talking about your boy Massage Envy. They say he may have been like an ACL tear or something like that, but either way, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Of course, I'm going to ask you how you feel about that, but we also importantly, we want to talk about how the fans reacted when he went down. Now, you have a lot of people saying that, it's wrong. Crab Legs came out and was like, he tried to put on his like best performance, and he's like, I have never in my life seen the way people acted, and I'm like, nigga, shut up.
You about to play. You better be happy. You said it's a Super Bowl team, and now you about to play for real, and you knew it. Hey, Mike, go ahead.
Exactly, and you knew it. You're trying your best to be positive, but you're happy as hell that you're about to play.
Yes, preacher man. Yes, preacher man, and you smart, and I respect the hustle. You know, I'm about to have this whole team.
Yo, you the dumb nigga, but you played it well this round. You played it well this round. Good job.
Criminal. My bad.
But look here though. No, but look, I'll go ahead and say it, man. I'm from the
Please.
20th century. I'm from the 20th century. I don't do this 21st century stuff. I was born in 85, bro. So this is how I feel about it. They were absolutely right for cheering when he went down, for cheering when Deshaun Watson went down. He's been shitty this whole season. Everybody's been saying it. And then when somebody actually goes down, he's out for the season, and they can like try again with another QB because they didn't know what they were going to do next. Everybody's like, "Oh no, you shouldn't. Yeah, don't do that." Don't. And here's my thing. I always say, Reddit is. Have you heard that statement? Not statement, but that term where it's like, be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yes.
So I think that's what Reddit is. A bunch of people that's trying to change the world with comments and say, like, I'm a better person than you. No, I'm a better person than you. And this, white people love saying it. This person's an asshole. Or this person is fuck that guy. Or this person's a piece of shit. White people love calling people a piece of shit, right? The same people that's on Reddit saying piece of shit, you shouldn't do this, are the same people on that team that that cheered when he went down. You know what I mean? And I'm all for cheering for him to go down because that's what I don't want to say deserved, but that's what the team needed because they didn't know where they were going to go next. And now they kind of have an inkling of where they want to go and what they want to do a little bit. But as far as cheering for him when he went down, I'm okay with it. I'm not upset about it. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt me. I get it. You're a football fan. You're a hardcore football fan. You love your team. And look at you. You're a Browns fan. I'm going to ask you soon how you feel about it. But the dude went down. He's out for the season. And I, for one, am happy for the Browns because I have a Browns fan as a friend, and he is. I kind of like this for you. I don't think that QB is going to do any better than Deshaun Watson. But I mean, anything is better than Deshaun and how he was playing, you know. And like I said before, I sent a text after everything happened. I'm like, yo, now it's time. Like, this is what happens when you don't get the massages that you need. You know what I mean? Like, you keep complaining about him being massage envy and all this other shit, but this is what happens when he doesn't get his massages. And I think this was just like a culmination of maybe him not being as positive, maybe the city and the team not being as over on him as they once was, and now this shit is just kind of all over. But I want to ask you, James, most importantly, because you're a Browns fan, how do you feel about them cheering when he went down? He's done for the rest of the season.
All right. So I personally feel like this is what happens when you have some bad karma. Bad karma. We signed this guy that had all these allegations against him and did not play for his team, no matter if he did it or not. Then we have a quarterback, Baker Mayfield, who played injured the entire year, FYI.
There you go.
And instead of telling him what's the deal, we let ESPN and Fox Sports do that for him. So he's in limbo, don't know what's going on, thinking, is he getting a contract or not? So he's confused. We get this gentleman that hasn't played, right? And Deshaun Watson have all these allegations. And then he gets suspended for all of these games. We start Jacoby Brissett, who just got benched by the Patriots. That's how bad he is. Well, that team is shitty, but still. Then he finally plays. He plays all right. He comes back. He plays 4 games. He plays all right. He gets injured. This year, he comes back from injury. He has another allegation that pops up that's even more serious than before. He settles that. He settled all the other cases besides one. And then he gets injured now because he's been playing like hot garbage. The reason why the team is 1-6 is not totally on him.
Yeah, no.
The defense haven't been playing well. He hasn't played well. Nick Chubb just got back, so our running game was mediocre at best. We traded Amari Cooper, and he had multiple drops throughout the season. Plus, he had a drop for the Bills, 2 drops, but he did score a touchdown. My thing is this, and I'm not going front. I was listening to the Ultimate Cleveland Browns show, and when they said this, I thought this was a great point.
Yeah.
He said, it's not about the fact that the fans booed. It's about how ever since Trump came in office, we have lost civility. We've lost it. We've lost the natural, regular compassion. Everybody now acts like they Philadelphia Eagles fans. Everybody is throwing snowballs at Santa Claus. The whole nation. We can't have a civil conversation. We can't have a bipartisan conversation. We can't listen to each other and listen to each other's points. We can't admit when we're wrong. And the fans were wrong because I was sitting here on the couch, bro, listening to this, watching this game. I'm watching the Browns game. You know, I'm a Browns fan. Mm-hmm. And when he grabbed his Achilles, he dropped the ball. First of all, you'll never see a football player be like, fuck this ball, help. He saw that. The first thing I said is, oh, he tore his Achilles. I just was saying it. I was like, oh, I'm tripping. Maybe not. That he was on the ground. They showed it and his calf shook. That boy ain't going to be able to walk. He going to need major surgery, bro. Mm-hmm. If he returns, he won't return this time until this time next year.
Yeah.
He cried on his way out. These motherfuckers is cheering. It's not his fault. It's the Browns' fault for not having any type of compassion, because it wasn't the fact that we wanted him to get injured. We wanted him to get benched because he was playing like garbage. You know whose fault it is? It's the front office fault. It's the coach's fault, and it's the GM's fault, because y'all kept sticking with that boy. And this is the first game that he's played in the Brown Stadium since they've been on a 3-game losing streak. They've been on the road, Wayne. So you already knew they was going to boo this motherfucker when he was playing like shit anyway. He wasn't playing that bad. As soon as he was getting a rhythm, he got fucked up. These motherfuckers going to cheer. I know that he robbed the Browns. I know he robbed them. Bro, Wayne, he going to end up robbing them for $250.
Damn.
Clean.
Just like
Wayne.
Dakota. Just like Dakota.
Robbery. Give me that, bitch. Give me that bread. Mm-hmm. So I understand why they frustrated. And also, people thought, Wayne, that this was a Super Bowl year. Who was my Super Bowl pick? The Browns.
Yeah.
Nigga, trust me, that was a thought. I ain't making it up. Niggas thought the Browns were going to make it to Super Bowl, Wayne. So we extremely frustrated. We found out that when he got injured, Wayne, the reason why they cheered was because this was the indication that you got to bench him. He has to sit down. We have to try another option because we had just went into rebuild mode. This is what happens when you get the quarterback wrong. They did it twice, Wayne.
You never know if you're going to get the quarterback wrong, though.
You don't.
It's always a toss-up. Even the people that are paid to find like the fits for the team, like you can't guess that. You can only guess.
Wayne, you are completely right. Tua. They drafted him. That team is stupid. They got Tyreek Hill and Waddle and fucking all these motherfuckers. Odell Beckham is like the 4th pick or 4th wide receiver. They built that team out. The defense. Jalen Ramsey played for Miami, bro. Mm-hmm. But the quarterback keep getting fucked up. You never know. It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. You think when the Patriots drafted Tom Brady, they knew that motherfucker was gonna be nice? No. They used to bet when his rookie season. They used to bet on him after practice to see if he would hit like the goalpost or how high he would throw the passes to the receivers off base. Yeah. They used to bet on him for being garbage. They used to joke. Only thing that got him over was his leadership skills and the fact that he could consume information. They thought he was going to be a coach, bro. So it's a crapshoot, Wayne. They took their shot. It's time to let go of everybody. Start fresh. Trade some of the best players. Keep Myles Garrett if possible. Don't re-sign some guys. Get some new people in here. And I think they were cheering because they like, finally, we could be like, okay, at least we know we shitty for real. Mm-hmm. Jameis Winston going to win us a whole bunch of games. I wish they wouldn't start him because he's going to end up fucking up our draft position. We're not going to get Shador. But right now, we're in the Shador-Sanders sweepstakes.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
And Dion might say, fuck them niggas. And if you don't think that dude has the carte blanche to do that, when Eli Manning's dad did, you tripping.
No.
Eli Manning did. Okay, so I can tell you about that. All right. This is how you say no, big homie. All right. Eli Manning, he was getting drafted. Whew.
Now, time out real quick. Are you using Eli Manning as an example? Because Eli Manning is white, and we're not talking about white people right now.
Okay, so we can use Caleb as a good example. Okay. Caleb Williams. He was drafted number 1.
Yeah.
His dad came out and said 2 years ago, where my son plays is very important in his NFL career. The year after that, he straight up said, the Chicago Bears is not a franchise that we looking at playing for. I don't care what pick they got. He said that. It's like ESPN on like a magazine spread. The dad.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do so much to get that boy there because what he was going to do is what Eli did and be like, yo, I'm not playing for y'all. If you draft me, I'm not playing. So trade me. So that almost happened. But did you see that before, when the Browns or the Bears got the number 1 pick, they said, hold up, we're going to get Keenan Allen. We're going to draft a wide receiver for you. Look at what we're doing with our defense. Our team was 7-9, so we not busters. We just got the number 1 pick because we traded with buster ass Panthers. Mm-hmm. So that almost happened. So the skin color don't matter in this situation. What matters is the fact if you have something that Dion has. He has that legacy player standing, bro. Just like Eli's dad had. So if he says like, yo, my son ain't playing for your bum ass team. If you draft him, he ain't playing. Dion can get that pass. Or he can even do this player move, big homie Wayne. Shador does not have to go to the draft.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that. Yeah. Why? He can stay and play in Colorado. Mm-hmm. It's not going to fuck up his draft status unless he gets severely injured. And even then, he's still going to be a first-round draft pick. He's a Deion Sanders child. And that motherfucker can play quarterback. He's proven that for 3 years for 2 different teams. He's fine. So he could be like, nah, I'm not doing that, bro. And many of quarterbacks have done that, Wayne. I'm not coming out this year. Because he's making just as much money as he will in his NFL contract, his first NFL contract, Wayne.
So I don't like that. Because it's set up for where you shouldn't be able to do that. And trust me, I know that that's been part of the game for a minute, but I don't like that. The fact that you can have like your parents argue for you, cry for you, complain for you, and that like situations will change. No, the team that chose you because of the rules that they made should be, that should be that. You know what I mean? So if he's a part of the Browns, and he has to be a part of the Browns.
But I love the nepotism, though. I like the nepotism because
I don't hate nepotism, though. I don't.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying, and that's what that is. I know, because like we don't have that choice. Like an average person doesn't. We don't have that power. But if we had that power, we would exercise it like a motherfucker. And you wouldn't even think about doing wrong. You would think about, I'm just trying to put myself in the best position to win. Because let's be honest, big homie. If he fails like Baker failed, like Winston failed, you know what we're going to say? Shador Sanders is a bust. We ain't going to say the Browns are the worst fucking organization on planet Earth. We never say that. Like we say he sucked. Come on, man. This sounds to the owner is a criminal, bro. He got arrested for doing all types of crazy ass shit. And he's a billionaire, dog.
He's a billionaire. Like it's not like
he got off, right?
Shit. Yeah, you can get off when you're a billionaire, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like this is who's running this shit. When you have it starts from the seed, Wayne. If the seed is bad, the tree gonna be bad. The fruit gonna be bad, man. And that's what we did when we got Watson. We said fuck all them allegations. So back to Jameis Winston real quick. Stop capping. I love Preacher Man. I don't mind Preacher Man. Like Jesus Christ, love Preacher Man. He gonna go and be a preacher man, and I might go to the church because he preacher man. But I personally saw that twinkle in your eye. Like I can win 5 games, and these niggas gonna discuss if I should stay here.
Games, my nigga.
Bro.
Win 5 games, bro.
And you know what's crazy? This is the tough part of the schedule. This is the tough part of the schedule, Wayne. And we don't. It's going. These players are going to play, bro, because they need to get more contracts. They need to get money. The NFL, these football players are not going to stop playing. So the Browns are going to beat some people. Mm-hmm. The Browns are going to beat some people. But you would have to basically go undefeated the rest of the way. And that shit ain't happening. Hell no. Yeah, not unless he's the second coming to Jesus. And if he does that, Jameis Winston does that, and he's the reason why he plays well, what you going to do? You gonna draft another quarterback? You ain't. You gonna keep this nigga. Now we back to where we started because he had one good season, and now come on, man. The cycle is going. But yes, I'm sorry we spent so much time on that. But me personally, I empathize with the crowd booing the injury or cheering the injury. But at the same time, between time, we just don't have any empathy. Like that shit
I
is
disagree.
gone, bro.
I disagree. It depends. It depends on
In the masses, Wayne. In the masses.
yeah, but you have to understand how deep people take football. You understand that how deep
You
people
know
take
I do.
all sports. But I gotta disagree that it's because of the whole Trump thing that you brought up. I respect your answer. I respect that. But I disagree that it's because of Trump, and it's because of Trump. It's letting people just kind of speak and feel how they want to feel about things, and outwardly feel that way, right?
But
Not in this situation.
Can I add a little bit more to that?
Yeah.
So our country is set up kind of just like a monarchy. We have democracy and we have, general elections and things of that nature. But usually when we talk about our president, they're the leader of the free world. When your president has no filter, when your president is calling his opponent retarded, when your president is saying that she's a shitty vice president, when I'm talking about vice, the guy running for president.
Yeah.
And then no matter what he's saying, you got fucking neo-Nazis marching, running over people. And he's like, they good people on both sides. Mm-hmm. When you have shit like that and you have a person that just speaks his mind, he has zero filter. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit empowers a lot of people that are stupid, and it makes it makes people think that if the leader can do that, I can do that. So if you have a bad leader that at your job that continue to take long breaks and never at none of the meetings are always late, that shit trickles down. And people like myself that don't do that bullshit, we look at this motherfucker and be like, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. They suck. But other people are going to model that behavior. And I truly believe that we have gotten worse as a society because of that, because we just don't give a fuck. And I hate that. And I know that it's like, that's an extreme example. Why am I blaming this person for it? But to me, I saw people have less of a filter ever since that person has been in office or been elected. I've had people, I believe that regular people have just said whatever the fuck they want to and had less empathy. Civility is gone. It is few and far between. And I think when you get in the masses, Wayne, that's what causes an insurrection. And I know I'm making a crazy ass comparison.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, like all these people are like, yeah, somebody else shared this, somebody else shared that. Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. He sucked. And I bro like, yeah, I'm glad your bitch ass out of here. Bro, this nigga, his foot is over there.
Yeah, but his ball, when he threw the ball, the shit went over here when it should have went down here. And that's what's most important, bro. Like, please don't get me wrong. I hate Trump just as much as I'm supposed to.
I like it just as much as I'm supposed to.
But I gotta disagree, man. I think in any other situation, you will be correct. I think in football, this is the way how people always been. This is the way how people always felt in sports, not just football. Like when somebody goes down, you're not gonna stop people from being angry. Like it's rare that you go from being angry to being sad. Usually, it's that anger. And you stay within that anger for a little bit until you come down or till you like something makes you happy again. It's a rarity that you go from be like, oh man, to oh. So when you like already mad because the team ain't doing well, and then he goes down, nigga, that made them happy. And that when you're angry, that happiness shows as angry happiness. Yeah. And so insanity. Listen, you can't disagree with that feeling. You're trying to make people take the higher road, even in sports, and that doesn't happen. That's not happening.
What fan means fanatical, so it makes sense where you're coming from. I think that this is that was a display of a bigger symptom that we have in this country. I know I'm taking that to the extreme, but I really believe that. But I feel where you're coming from, because fanatics, when people are fanatical about some shit, they do act outrageous. Mm-hmm. And this is not the first time that somebody cheered for somebody getting injured. It's the first time Browns fans have ever done some crazy stuff like that. But remember, we had Super Bowl aspirations and we 1-6. We 1-6, bro. Imagine that. Imagine the Chiefs being 1-6. But unlike the Chiefs, we don't have Super Bowls to be like, hey, we won the Super Bowl last year. We're just having a down year. We haven't never been to a Super Bowl. Ever. Jim Brown was the last time. Jim Brown.
That's 76.
Jim Brown's in glory. That was 76. That was 56.
No, it wasn't.
50.
No, it wasn't, man. Jim Brown was.
Oh,
Jim
you
Brown
look
was
it
in
up?
the 70s, bro. Jim Brown was.
No,
in the 70s,
he was not.
Bro.
He was in movies in the 70s, bro. He wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me show you when he won MVP. Look,
Okay.
look, Wayne. He
I'm
won
listening.
MVP 57, 58, 63, and 65.
Mm-hmm.
So
Damn,
they were
man.
winning shit. Like I said, in the 50s. I give you some of the 60s, but that was in the 50s, bro. So thank you. Like I was saying, Jim Brown. In the 70s is when he did blaxploitation movies. All right. Anyway.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that was my bad then. Yeah.
The injury, that's what I'm saying. It's longer than you think.
But
Phrasing.
yeah, I don't think they're human. I don't think they're wrong. Like, this is my thing is I think you're a Reddit guy, just like I'm a Reddit guy. But the thing is, it kind of feels like there's some people who get on Reddit to enjoy it, and there's some people who get on Reddit to try to change the world and change lives by their comments.
Yeah, I understand.
And I think there's a lot of people that take those comments and they get it into their head and they think that they know what the hell they're talking about, and they don't. So yeah, I can't say that these people are wrong for cheering when he went down, because we're all human and we want what we want. People could be as nice as they want to be. They could be as Christian as they want to be. They could be as whatever the hell that makes them higher than the other person than they want to be. But the fact of the matter is, we're still human, and this is how humans act. And it's going to take a lot. If you want that to change, it's going to take a lot for that change. It's going to take a lot more than people just jumping online saying, hey, this is wrong and you shouldn't do that. No, people are pissed. People were pissed from week one.
Signing him. They
You know
were
what I'm
pissed from
saying?
signing
People
him.
from signing him. People
Half
been
the
pissed.
fan base was like, yo, we don't want this dude. We want Baker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no reason. And that's what I'm saying, bro. This has been messed up from the jump. So I agree with you to this standpoint. I'm sad that happened, but you're not going to change human behavior on Reddit. That ain't happening. And I will say that no matter what, and I know that people don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. No matter what, he's still getting paid.
That's it.
And I'm sorry, I can't have too much sympathy for that dude getting paid the most out of anybody else guaranteed money. It's still robbery at the end of the day, because this is a production business, Holmes. And now the I keep saying that, the Browns are gonna have to draft Shador, and he might not even want to come to the shit show.
Mm-hmm.
So he fucked us, and that's what it is. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Let me ask you about Shador real quick, man. You say Shador wouldn't want to become a part of the shit show.
I'm not saying that he doesn't.
Would you not want to? Yeah. Would you not, if you're in his shoes or in a QP position, would you not want to be a part of a team like that so you can kind of flip him to make them a little better? Or do you want to just go to a team where it's not needed and you could just kind of jump in and do what everyone else was doing before you? Like, wouldn't that be more of a legacy? Yeah, wouldn't it be more of a legacy to flip a team all the way around? You know,
that's such a good question.
Yeah. It would make your legacy that much better.
I think of it from this simple standpoint. Would he be a good fit for Cleveland?
I don't see why not.
All right. I've lived in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. I lived there. Remember?
Yeah.
It's a town where you get pierogies, not a town where you go get filet mignon.
But is there filet mignon in that town? If he comes, could he not make that change in Cleveland?
I think
that even LeBron can do it, you know?
I mean, LeBron is from there, so it's different.
Right.
LeBron.
So I'm saying, so could he not like? Oh, like, so it's a pierogi town. I got you. LeBron was happy with that pierogi town. Like,
Right.
say Shador comes in and be like,
So he went to
okay,
Miami.
so they went to LA, right? So say Shador comes in and it was like, yeah, these pierogies is all cool and all. I didn't do all y'all town shit. Now it's time for to bring in some filet mignon. Now it's time to maybe he can open a restaurant. Maybe he can, do kind of like what Drake did for Canada. Because when nobody
for Toronto. I mean,
like
nobody was fucking with Toronto like that, but Toronto was always a nice place, but it wasn't like popping.
Sure.
I still don't know if people go there like it's whatever. But my point is that it's a twofold thing. Having the challenge to go ahead and change Cleveland, it kind of reminds me of his dad getting drafted to the Falcons. The Falcons were the dirty birds, but they weren't really like clucking. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really working well. And he was like, this is my house. I don't give a fuck what happens. And then when he went everywhere to the Niners and the Cowboys, he's still like, this is my house. I built this motherfucker. So yes, Shador can do that. And I think Shador has the swag to literally fail as a Browns quarterback and put up just normal numbers. And somebody would still give him a shot and be like, yo, I think the LA Rams could he could be good like that. But me personally, I wouldn't think that he would want to do that. So if I was Shador, no, I don't want to go to Cleveland Browns.
So he wants to follow somebody else's legacy to create his own?
No. I don't want to do that. I want to go to a team that actually has an established culture. So I know they're going to give me the players that I need.
That's what I said.
And I know, but see, that's the thing, bro. Culture is not done by the workers. We can shape culture, but the culture has to be pressed upon by the managers and the leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could come bring a winning culture. That's what Baker Mayfield did. And they still fucked him over because you have psychotic practices within the front office. You got no empathy in the front office, Wayne. When I get injured, they're like, well, fuck you. We're just going to go to the next dude. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm the number one pick. What the fuck are you talking about? Give me a chance to at least have you gonna get this dude that got 100 cases? This nigga got more cases than fucking John Gotti. Come on, man.
We all knew was some shit that we can kind of sweep under the rug.
Yeah, of course, it's a payment type of thing. It's not like murder. You know what I'm saying? It's not like rape, even though he had that one. It was like something else like that, but wasn't that, right? So my thing is that I don't think that Shador want to come to this type of franchise. But would he go to the Titans? Yeah, to help build that up, probably. Would he go to the Rams? Yes. Would he go to another team like the New York Giants? New York Giants been good, but they haven't been good in 12 years, bro. So yes, but they have that established culture. They have roughnecks, they pass rush, a running team. The fan base is there. Our fan base is crazy, bro, because we ain't been good. So no. Yeah. But I will say he won't do it, and I don't think they should draft Shador if he was available at number one. We had number one pick. I personally don't think that's a good idea. I would draft Archie Manning next year.
The Brown, if you were the Browns, you would draft Archie over Shador.
Yep, because they family are known for going to poop teams and making them better.
Do you think he would be more level-headed than Shador? Because I do.
Personally, I kind of like what Shador got going on. But I think of him more of like a New York Jet or a LA Rams type of dude. Because of the city, he likes that light, you feel me? And I think that he would match well with that, and he understands the importance of that. Plus, he knows how to handle the media. And I feel like he's a big star for the NFL, and I think he needs to be in one of those places. Remember when Odell Beckham went to Cleveland Browns?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember what happened?
Yeah.
Remember when he went to the Rams and won the Super Bowl? Remember that?
Yeah. Barely. Well, he win the Super Bowl? He got hurt in the first quarter.
Yeah, 6 catches though. That nigga was about to break a record. And then he just fell apart. I don't know what's going on. But my point is bro, as a Cleveland Browns fan, I know that we are like Siberia. We're NFL Siberia. You know what I'm saying? You never heard that term? That's where they sound like the bad FBI agents and shit. When they fuck up an assignment, they send their ass to Siberia in the cold.
No.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, look up Siberia, FBI, or NFL Siberia. You're gonna find a picture of the Cleveland Browns Stadium, some shit. I would say this is my point about this. Look at the Detroit Lions. We know the Detroit Lions are so bad that Barry Sanders and Megatron both said, fuck y'all, I'm retiring early.
Mm-hmm.
In the prime of their career, basically. That's not what people do. But Detroit has become probably the team that's going to go to the Super Bowl. Because what they first did, bro, was that they hired a GM, Ryan Poles. Poles was like, yo, this is the type of team I want. I want a coach that embodies Detroit. So I want him to be a former player. I want him to be hard-nosed. And I want him to have a specialty. It does not have to be defense, offense, whatever. But I want him to have a certain specialty. And that specialty is leadership. He can lead men. Men will follow him. My mentor told me something real simple. I was like, how do you become a leader? He said, well, do people follow you? Do people like you? Do people want to listen to what the fuck you got to say? It's that simple about leadership. Everything else is secondary. But if people will follow you, there you go. So people follow. That's what he wanted as a coach. He was like, we are going to add weapons and defense, people that can rush the passer. That's the principles of the team. Those two tenements, weapons, offensive weapons that can get yards. And then we're going to have a hard-nosed defense. Bro, the Browns got hodgepodge of fucking picks and players everywhere, bro. We firing all the offensive coordinators after we made it to the playoffs. Why the fuck did we do that? We fired the best offensive line coach in the NFL, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? And hired a dude from college that don't know what the fuck he doing. Now we're averaging 7 sacks per game. You can see that it's an analytical mind instead of a football mind. And that's who they got with Andrew Berry. I like the black brother. But at the same time, between time, you went to Harvard, motherfucker. This is very different than going and understanding football and you can have the smarts. Because I'm not an idiot. But I understand that football is played by football players. And numbers don't always add up to brawn and grit and heart. That's what I'm saying, homie. I don't think Shador fits none of that shit. Because we don't got no culture. Now, what the culture he going to bring? Chains? Rolls Royces? He's already rich, man. Like, what the fuck are they going to do for him? Yeah. He might be like LaMelo Ball. You know LaMelo Ball. Remember he got to the NBA and he was already rich.
Right. Exactly. So that's why I think that
there's no culture there. There's no passion.
It's not even passion. That's a better word. Like you're already how you gonna play hard when you ain't got nothing to really play for? You know what I mean?
And you're trying to build up this team. You have no connection with the Cleveland Browns. Fuck that team. Only thing you're trying to do is outlive your dad's legacy. And that ain't gonna never happen.
Not gonna happen. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah. So once you figure that out and you try to get your brains bursted in by this terrible offensive line, bro, by next year, the Cleveland Browns won't have a left tackle. We will have a right tackle that's 450 pounds because he can't stop eating snacks. I empathize with that. We're gonna have an old interior line. We have no wide receivers besides Jared Jeudy. And our defense is old. So we're gonna get Shador Sanders and what? Save the day? Yeah. He can't he gonna get sacked 7 times a game. We need to build this team. We need to build this team like we did last time to make it young again, and then draft a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Until that time, let Jameis Winston get destroyed. Fuck that. No. Yo, bro, we spent 43 minutes on this topic.
It was other stuff too, but it was worth it. We need it because it's a thing. It's a thing that's in the NFL community right now. And I think a lot of people are kind of just being really soft and sensitive about it, saying, oh, they shouldn't have done it. But no, because you got one person here saying that it's okay because we're human. And everybody's like in this competition to be a better human than the next person. Or I give this much, or I've done this much, or look how I've helped this person. I've done this to this person. That's what this world is all about now. And it's like, it's turned into like this big competition of who can help who, to where for me, when I see it, it's like, it's not really helpful. It's more like you're doing it for your own self I can't say the word, aggrandization. I can't believe
gratification.
Not even gratification, but you're doing it. Yeah, but you are doing it to make yourself feel better, because that's how everybody makes themselves feel better. So y'all in this competition to try to be better than the other person. So I think it's a lot more important than just saying, oh, he shouldn't have done it. Like, you got to get down to the humanistic part of things. You know, you have to let people understand, like, this is why I feel the way that I feel. You know, I've been with this team for the longest. You can't just say, oh, no, don't do that. Fuck that. Everything that he had going on for the past few years, all the massage interview shit, and then like all this culmination happens to him, like just like fucking his leg up, and he's done for the rest of the season. People are happy. Not
yes,
happy.
they are.
People not happy because he's hurt. No,
they happy he's away.
He's gone.
That's why that's why the team is and that's the thing. We did not. That's what I said originally. We did not want that boy to get hurt, but that boy should not have played. After week 4, he should not been playing. It should have been Jameis Winston. He would have never got hurt. But the problem is, Wayne, is that when you owe motherfucker 175 milli, you don't get your ass out there and play that game until your leg fall off. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They said break a leg. He broke one.
He broke it. Yeah, he broke it.
And my point is that I'm not trying to be holier than thou, and I don't think you calling me that. Obviously, I don't think you calling me that.
I feel like everybody is.
I just want people. I really just want people to be a little bit better, because this is not the first time I've seen a whole bunch of people act crazy. I know, but
better. You get better. Don't worry about other people. But like you want so much in your life to try to get other people to be better. For what? To make you feel better?
We can have a better place to live. So we don't try to burn down the goddamn White House. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
I'm talking about that. Like, I'm talking about the fact that people can get so enraged that they try to destroy the country, or they kill a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are you so mad? Or you try to kill this person that's running for president to make him now look like a martyr. What are y'all doing? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about people I don't want to make people better. I just want people to be okay. Like, back to normal. Can we get back to base level, Wayne? Can we get back here? Because right now we up here.
No, we're not. How?
Because every time I turn around, there's somebody either getting smoked, trying to get smoked, attempt to smoke. You got people fighting each other. You got people on college campuses, a dude there that's a Republican or a right-wing dude screaming at left-wing kids. It just seems as if there's so much chaos. Now, in our normal lives, it's fine. But when you look at the wars that's going on in the country, the fact that we have this crazy-ass contentious election, everything that has happened in the past 6, 7, 8 years, to me, truly on an international level or just like a high level in terms of what's in media, has been a battle. And I would love for us to just have some balance. I would love us to just have balance. I don't want people to be better. I just want some balance. Can I get some normal? That's it. Can everyone not just jump on how Joker is the worst movie ever made? Because it's not 2-3 people said it, and then everybody want to just follow that. Like, why y'all want to destroy this man in this movie? Come on, guys. Like, stop it, man. And then Deadpool and Wolverine's the best comic book movie ever made. Come on, y'all. What's up with these extremes? Come on, chill. Go watch it for yourself. Have your own experience. Stop following the fucking herd.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, bro, I got a movie for you.
Oh, I'm done with your movies. Ever since Night Swim, don't give me nothing.
Okay, nothing. But did I not tell you about Malignant?
Yeah, but that was before Night Swim. Like, you got me.
So let me have a failure. I said it was all right. I didn't say it was the best movie ever made. I said it was all right. Don't. It's not two extremes. Don't try to jump from one extreme to the other. It's this whole gray area middle ground. I said it was all right.
No, you did not say it was all right. You said it was a pretty good movie. Y'all watch it.
Pretty good.
It was not a pretty good movie. It was mad simple. It was mad plain, and it was mad boring. It was not. I like it.
As a person that wants to get a house with a pool, if the pool being haunted to me is fucking crazy. That's some bullshit.
Okay.
I got a movie for you. You can choose to watch it if you want. Everybody else out there, you can definitely check it out. It's called The Substance.
Yo, is that the movie where everybody get naked?
Nah.
The one with
not naked.
What's her name? Megan Fox?
Nah, it's not Megan Fox. No. But it's an actor like that though, bro.
All right.
Let me look it up.
We'll see.
I'm trying to tell you.
You tried to tell me before and you were wrong. Like, you told me about Malignant, but the thing about Malignant is, listen, you took your time with Malignant and explained it to me like, yo, is this It's hokey, it's corny, but it's good. So I went in with that, and I was like, "Yo, this is better than I expected."
let me do the same thing then, because I gotta be all particular with your ass.
You ain't gotta be particular with me, bro. I told you, man. Ever since Night Swim, I'm good.
Nope, fuck
you
that.
told me, "Oh,
we ain't doing that."
And then on top of that,
can a brother redeem himself? Jesus,
you said that the Flash was a bad movie. I watched the Flash because you said it was a bad movie, and I watched the Flash. I'm like, "Yo, this is good as hell." The Flash was a great movie, bro. It was a good movie, and then it makes me feel like you're just kind of like jumping into everybody else's
the Flash is a bad movie.
The Flash was a great movie. It was a great movie, bro. It was a good movie. It was.
Look, this movie has Demi Moore.
What does that have to do with anything? She's made bad movies.
I ain't talking about her being bad. Just listen to me, man, before you start fucking talking.
You're giving me excuses.
I'm trying to tell you about the movie. Like you told me about Malignant. Give me a chance. Damn. Okay. This movie, it got Demi Moore in it. It's about body horror. So, very similar to Malignant. Very similar. Not the same thing. But it's about a celebrity, bro, that's getting old. Like Demi Moore's getting old. You know, starting to get the plastic surgery and shit. And she getting so old that she like, yo, she gets information about getting cell replacement. But this cell replacement it creates a better version of yourself.
Okay. All right.
That comes out of you.
That's what I was gonna say, like a secondary being or something, like a
that literally, bro, like a cell split. The cinematography is super dope. They did this movie well, but this is the caveat I tell you. Up into an hour and 30 minutes or so, it is a really good movie. Shot well, it makes sense. After that, it becomes a complete and total creature feature. And what I mean, the end is long and gross. It is long and disgustingly gross. To the point where you like, I'm about to cut this off because this is disgusting. But it has a lot of undertones, really about the fact that we all want to look like, go ahead. That we want to look like the most beautiful person in the world. Anybody out there, I would definitely suggest you check out The Substance. It's a really, really, really good movie. Dennis Quaid is in it, which is insane. And it was one of the better horror movies I've seen in a long time. It's definitely body horror. It's definitely a dark comedy. And it's definitely monster horror 100%. Check it out. I think you'll like it. The cinematography is perfect. It is great until you get to the end. But don't blame me if you watch it because it is gross. All right. We need to go ahead and Big Homie Wayne be right back, but we need to also go ahead and talk about Aaron Rodgers continuing to blame everybody. So Aaron Rodgers has this problem that I think a lot of humans do. We don't take accountability for the mistakes we make. Sometimes the only thing you have to do is say is, I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize. And you'll be surprised how far that gets you in comparisons to you coming up with a whole bunch of reasons why you didn't play good or why you made that mistake. And Big Homie Wayne, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers now. Aaron Rodgers has the propensity, and he has had this since he was a Packer, certainly when he became more vocal, of blaming other people. I remember the year before he became a Jet, he was talking about the new wide receivers such as Wicks, Watson, and a couple other dudes that they had Dobbs on the Jets, on the Packers. And he was talking about these guys as like, oh, we're not on the same page. They need to understand the routes. Like, why? Damn, you throwing these motherfuckers under the bus. These guys are first year, second year players. And he was saying like, well, I just want everybody to have a level of accountability. Where is your accountability where you keep throwing the ball out of the fucking end zone or the ball is low? I hear him say one thing about himself and then he waxed poetic about how the offensive line bad. We need to be accountable. We need to do this. We need to do that. Look, they fired their head coach a couple weeks ago and y'all lost each game since then. Y'all got Devontae Adams. I'm sorry. What the fuck else we supposed to do for you? You got more. You got just as many weapons as everybody else and more. You got way more than the Chiefs. You got way more than the fucking Chiefs. You got more weapons than the Lions. So what else are we supposed to do for you, sir? You in a terrible division. Miami don't got their quarterback. The Patriots only got one win. So you against the Buffalo Bills. That's the only competition. You should easily make it to the playoffs. But you continue to make excuses. Big homie Wayne, I'm passing to you because I am extremely sick of Aaron Rodgers sitting here acting as if like, oh, I gotta play better, but these are the other million other things. That's the problem. Right now, bro, it's on your ass. The spotlight's on you. You alone. Go ahead, big homie. What you think, man, about Aaron Rodgers and his continuous podium problems?
I think he is like I'm just gonna have to go back about what we were talking about before and how this world is and everything. I think he's a bitch. I think that he's just a straight up, yeah, man. Yeah, I think he's a straight up bitch for crying and complaining because he's crying and complaining because he's not winning. Not that the team's not winning, but he's not winning. And it's hurting his legacy. I really think this dude is trying to go like the Brett Favre route. You know how Brett left from the Packers and he went to the Jets and then eventually he went to the where did he go to?
Tampa Bay? You said Brett?
No, Brett
he went to the Vikings. He went to the Vikings.
Right. So I really think that he's trying to get back. He wants to be the next Favre, if anything, but he also wants to be like the great QB. And this really messed up his chances. Actually, last year messed up his chances, to be real with you.
Yep.
But I feel like he's trying so hard to be so great that everybody else is taking the blame for him and his downfall. Like you got to understand, after all that shit happened last year, you're not the same. You got to understand when you go through something like that, you're not the same because we're not even talking about the injury. We're talking about the impact. Like you went out there and you waving your flag on 9/11 for your new team, and the first play you fuck up and you just mess up the whole season. I told you we was talking about that last year. It fucked up his mental, and it's fucking with his mental now to where he's messing with everybody else, and it's everybody else's fault. He got the coach fired. They ain't won a game. They got old boy that he used to play with. What's old boy name that they traded for?
Devontae Adams.
Still ain't won a game. And I told you, we talked about this last week. I said it's not going to do anything because this isn't about him trying to get back. This is about him trying to get over that mental hurdle. And he hasn't been over it yet. He can wear all the damn positivity hats and everything else that he wants to wear when he's talking to his boy. What's the old boy name that he always
Pat
talking
McAfee.
to? Man? He can wear all the positive shit that you want to when you're talking to your boy. It's still fucking with him. Last season, it's still fucking with him. Listen to me carefully. Aaron Rodgers is on the same level playing field as Deshaun Watson. Because it's two different things. Of course, you got misogyny, but then you got like your, and I hate to say it like this, man, because I don't know if his heart was in the right place or if he was trying to do something just like over the top, over the edge. But when he did it, it was like it was all null and void after he got injured. And he's trying to come back, but there is no coming back because that injury fucked you up. And it's just not the same for you anymore. And like, let me ask, I'm going to ask this now, and you can answer it when it's your turn. Does he need to go ahead and retire now? Because the dude is 40 years old, and you're not a Tom Brady 40. You're not, because Tom Brady, like mentally, is just like on another plane. He's just out there somewhere else. Like I've never seen Tom Brady. The only times I've ever seen Tom Brady get like so angry at the media is I want to say he lost the Super Bowl and his wife Giselle came in and she said something along the lines of, well, it's his turn. He throws the ball. He can't throw the ball and catch it at the same time. Like he has everybody around him getting angry for him. You know what I mean? Like, and Aaron Rodgers just does not know how to do that. He started blaming the media. He said that thing where, well, first of all, stop listening to you guys.
Yes. Like, nigga, you in the media on Tuesday. What the fuck you talking about? You on TV.
Hold on, just like what 50 Cent used to say, what'd you say fuck me for? Like,
Right.
what I do? You know what I mean? Like, don't blame this on us. This is your fault. We asking questions. We want to know what's wrong with your game too, because we're a fan. We saw you go down last season. We weren't laughing at you. We were sad because we want to see you do this. You got a new team, a new everything. You came back this season and you haven't been able to catch that same glory as you did before with the Packers. Don't get mad at us, bro, because you can't find it. This is karma. You want to talk about it's a flat earth. This is what happens. This is what happens when people put their thoughts out there for other people. Like, okay, I got a Facebook. I got an Instagram. I want to tell everybody what I think. Don't nobody give a fuck what you think. Don't nobody care about what you think about. Play the damn game. Everybody always want to change lives. Everybody's out here trying to change a life. Everybody's out here trying to think about it this way. And I did my research. That means I'm right. I did research. No, bro. Do research on how to be a better QB. So you thought you were so good at being a QB. You thought you were so proficient that you put that secondary to you thinking about like this extra shit and this other shit. And this is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to tell everybody. And look at where you are now. They're like 2-5, bro. That's not Rodgers numbers. That's not Aaron Rodgers numbers, bro. And you're not going to sit there and blame the team. You fired the coach. People are giving you everything that you want and you're still failing, bro. You're Aaron Rodgers right now, to me, is worse than Deshaun Watson. Straight up. They just got one extra game that they've won over the Browns. If he's not in the same field as Deshaun, then bro, he's worse off. He's worse off. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Yeah, Bryce Young is still sitting on the bench, but Aaron Rodgers is the worst QB. Aaron Rodgers is the worst QB in the NFL, and he's showing it every single week. His attitude is shitty. I said it once. I don't care about the cutesy little hats and think about the small things and all this other shit. And he just wants everybody to know that he's still there. He wants everybody to know that he's still. He wants people to think. He wants people to think that he's still mentally there, and he's not. You're still fucked up about what happened last season. You have too much to prove because of what happened last season. You see what I mean? And he hasn't been able to prove that yet, and he knows it. You're not Favre. You're not Brady. You're not, bro. You're Deshaun Watson right now, and that's it. And you're not. He's not doing his job. Don't blame it on the media. Don't blame it on us. Don't blame it on team. Blame it on you. You're doing this. You're doing everything wrong, and that's the thing. There's nothing more that I can actually say about it. It's always in people in these situations that blame it on everybody else. And now I'm telling you, the rest of the season, they're going to win a few more games, but the rest of the season is going to be just as bad because your attitude sucks, man.
That's a really good point. I think that Julian Edelman came out and said that people think that they could be Tom Brady. And that's what Aaron Rodgers thought he could do. He thought he can go to another team and win. But he was like, this proves right now that there's only one Tom Brady. And when he came out and said that, I said, damn, that's messed up. But at the same time, that's very true. It's very rare for a quarterback to win a championship, leave a team, and go and win another one. That does not happen like that at all. Yeah. And Tom was smart because he picked a great team that just had a bad quarterback, a.k.a. Jameis Winston. Anyway, right now, and I looked up these stats, so I don't know this at the top of my brain, but Aaron Rodgers right now has a 61% completion percentage. He has 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. He threw Mike Williams under the bus. They talking about Mike Williams either going to get traded or released. They traded for Devontae Adams. Man, I saw a fucking report came out that they was thinking about trading Wilson, their quarterback that they drafted 2 years ago, who looks like he's been incredible, but now he's not playing well. I wonder why he's not playing well. Maybe it's because the quarterback is acting like a brat and is not being a true leader and keeps throwing people under the bus. But he's been like this for years. He gets salty. He gets contentious. We know this. But again, big homie Wayne, I'm keep saying it. I guess this is the fucking just theme of this podcast this week.
What's that?
Stop trying to solve organizational problems by fucking buying a quarterback, man. Woody is weird. He's a weirdo. The owner of the Jets been weird. That's why they been trash. They can't get shit right. They can't get the GM right. They can't get the coach right. I've never seen a team, bro, that had an elite defense and the head coach was known for what? Defense. You fire him. The only area that's performing well is the defense, Wayne, all year. You fire the head coach. Now the defense is trash and the offense is trash. So you just destroyed your possibility of winning any games. Then you give the interim head coach position to a motherfucker that looks like he's over his skis. He can barely even talk. Why? Because you didn't have another leader there that can help out and run the team. So now it's really Aaron Rodgers' team. The only thing I got to say is, Aaron Rodgers, this is what you wanted. You wanted your own team when you was with the Packers, but them motherfuckers wouldn't let you. They drafted Jordan Love and they said, fuck you, play or bounce. He went on his midnight retreat, and they said, you want to go ahead, take 2 months off, not talk nobody? Fuck it. Go ahead. No other quarterback does that, and the NFL motherfucking fail. Take 2 months off and just go incognito. Okay, do that. Jordan Love starting. Now look at Jordan Love. Look great, don't he?
Yeah.
Look good.
Yeah.
Look just as fine, and he's 100 years younger than your ass. This is your fault, Aaron. Now everything's on you. This is what you wanted. You wanted the spotlight on you. You wanted to be in the big city. You want to do all the podcasts. You want to have a fucking nationally televised spot every Tuesday. Are you crazy? No other quarterback does that, Wayne. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, fucking Josh Allen. They don't do that.
Yeah.
And they the top of the league right now, homie. Speaking of which, Shador get drafted, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker starting a podcast.
And that's what I don't like. I think that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Is like when you're already up here, like it's not even about I have to play. It's like how hard can you really play because you're already up there? But then like everything else starts coming into it too. Like you're gonna start your own podcast. You're gonna start dating Angel Reese. You're gonna start doing other shit that's gonna fuck up your game. You know what I mean?
Oh God, please Jesus, let that happen. I would love to see that because I would love to see that kid. That kid that comes after that, but I'm still alive to see that. That motherfucker gonna be a football player, basketball player. He's gonna be at least 6'3".
All right, okay.
That's some big motherfuckers. That's some tough motherfuckers, man. Hey, I'm all about the legacy players. I like legacy football players. I think it's dope. But anyway, Aaron, the Jets are going to fail by your hand or not. But you can't keep blaming motherfuckers. Stop blaming everybody. It's your fault now. Everybody gone. Ain't nobody left. Ain't nobody left, dog. You wanted Nat Hackett to be the offensive coordinator, even though he was incompetent. People laughed at him being a head coach. He got fired in his first season as head coach. Wayne, he got fired 8 games in. I ain't never seen nobody do that. He was that bad. Imagine you being at your job for 8 weeks and getting fired.
Yeah, it happens.
God damn, it does. But that's some shit that you super duper over your skis. You killed that interview. You was wilding. Nope. So, and you hired this dude, and now he can't call the offense. So now he got demoted. This is on Aaron Rodgers, like you said, man. Sorry, play better. 61%.
It's sad. This whole team is going to go down because of Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers
same thing
blame everyone else.
Same thing like the Browns. At least Deshaun ain't blaming everybody else. He knows it's on him. And now he's injured, so he has an excuse. But the Deshaun Watson era is over. The Baker Mayfield era is over. You can't blame none of those people now. Now it's the head coach and it's the GM for the Browns. For the Jets, it's Aaron Rodgers. And it's over. And yes, to answer your question, just to come back to that, his ass should have been retired, dog. I would have retired last year.
Why?
I would have retired last year.
It wouldn't have been a good look to retire after that.
Big homie, you 40 years old and you tear your fucking Achilles. My nigga,
you quit after something like that happens.
Big
When you
homie, he
put
got
yourself-
experimental surgery. He started getting weird in the summer. He was podcast P, man.
I'm telling you. No. I'm telling you, man.
I agree though. He couldn't quit that
It wasn't
way.
even
You're
an
right.
injury. It wasn't
You're
even
right.
an injury.
You're right.
It wasn't
You
even
can't
an
go
injury.
out like that. It was the flag.
Yes.
It's the flag.
Yes.
You can't do that. You can't go out like that. You're right. But this is a sad way to go out. Unless they can turn it around, this is a sad affair, dog. But again, this is what happened with the Jets. Who you think you are to turn away years of generational fuckery? How arrogant are you to think that you could switch this up?
Arrogance. It's not an arrogance. Because that's no. Because that's what we're talking about with Shador. Like if Shador was to jump,
I said don't do it.
I don't think it's an arrogance because you want to try for a team. Because shit, bro, Favre turned it around. Favre turned it around.
No,
They didn't win a Super Bowl that year, but they did really well that season, didn't they?
No. They made the playoffs, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's turning
That
around.
matters.
But they made it with Chad Pennington the year before. So is it really turning it around? You did the same thing you did the year before. That's not turning around. That's going straight. I'm just saying, you didn't bust a Yui. You keep going down the same road.
Time out. Didn't the Vikings do fairly well when he was on that team?
Yes.
Right.
And I said organizational. That's a different organization, bruh.
Okay.
The Vikings, they know what they doing. They got the school. You know what I'm saying? They be doing frankincense and shit to the elder guys and shit. They know what they doing. They on point. The Vikings never won a Super Bowl, but they've been good for years. They had Randy Moss and Dante Culpepper, and they got Jefferson. They keep a good wide receiver. They got Diggs. They keep a good wide receiver. They keep a good quarterback. They keep a good defense, homie. And they keep a good running back. Adrian Peterson, Cooks. They don't, man. They know what they're doing. It's just hard to win. It's hard to win. But the Jets, they continue to get these old motherfuckers or draft terrible quarterbacks. So, all right. We've been going for a while, so we ain't gonna keep going for long. I want to talk about Tua and his comments regarding not wearing the super duper helmet. What's it called?
Yep. Super duper helmet. Jesus Christ. We're not gonna do this, man. It's the Guardian cap, bro. It's the Guardian cap, and it's the helmet that can quite possibly save your life. That you don't want to admit can save your life, but because let me start off like
go ahead.
Because he did an interview and they said, well, are you gonna wear the Guardian cap? And before they could even say cap, he's over here like this. No. He's giving himself CTE again by saying no so hard. You know what I mean? Look. Listen, you came back. This is his fourth time, right? If I'm not mistaken, his fourth time.
Fourth time in 2 years.
You're right.
And
he still won't wear this goofy looking helmet. It's not. Listen, he said it's a personal choice. When people say it's a personal choice,
it ain't.
No, what they really mean is I've done my research and I don't. And no, what it means is you've spoken to a bunch of other people on your team in the NFL, and they said if you wear it, we ain't go block for you. And I honestly think that's what it is, bro. Because they're so against this. Like there's men out there that are so stupid that they don't even want to protect themselves from what they love so they can continue to play for a lengthy period of time. The helmet doesn't look that bad. The helmet, to me, first of all, you can get the shit for like $80 off of Amazon. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that, for real?
Yeah, you can get this, the Guardian football helmet. It's like $69.99, bro.
You are lying.
Straight up. Look at it. Look it up. You can go to their site. They have a site where it's like, if you want like a bulk of the helmets, then you have to contact them and see if they can't give you a deal. But really, if you want to just get like a regular Guardian helmet that you could buy for like your son or something when he's playing like, little league football, it's just like $70, $80, bro. You know what I mean? And it's listen. And I will say this: the only thing bad about these Guardian caps is like they have like these little fucking do-rag things that you put over the helmet. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it makes it look like you have on like an alien helmet. Like, Aliens, the movie.
It makes your head look humongous.
Yeah,
it makes your head look this big. But at the same time.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
ain't ugly. Like it's not going to. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? And this is how I know that people. This is how I know that people really don't
Are
have a
stupid.
problem with it.
Oh.
They'll say oh, well, it hasn't been proven that it can't give you concussions. So it's kind of like the shot for COVID. No, it's not a proof, but it helps, and it helps a lot more than not getting a shot, and it helps a lot more than wearing the regular helmets or the other 6 or 7 helmets that the NFL team or the NFL has that you could choose from. I don't know why everybody is so against these Guardian caps. Actually, I do know why. Because it protects. That's why. People don't want to be protected. No, people don't want to be protected, man. They just want, let me put on my helmet and do what I gotta do until somebody knocks my lights out, and then they cart me off field and I get some sympathy, applause, and shit like that. Like, people would rather that than for them to take a Guardian cap and get it, and they'll take a hit with a Guardian cap and be like, damn, that was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Like with the shot, you still get COVID, but it helps you to not die.
Right.
That's the same thing as the Guardian cap. And you don't want to wear it because it looks a little different, or the majority of the NFL has a problem with it. And that let me go back to what you said before. And earlier in the episode, you were talking about, how people were cheering for Deshaun Watson. It was mainly because of, Trump being in office, and people just kind of have that hatred come out of them now because it's so
have a leader for it.
Yeah, for you to do so. This is what you should have used that example on. It's for the Guardian. Straight up.
Who says I wouldn't? Who said I wouldn't?
So the Guardian cap is straight up like you're against Trump in a sense. You're against bro, you don't like it, you're against health. This dude has had 4 concussions in 2 years. This can quite possibly save your life. Not to mention what he had in college. This can quite possibly save your life, if not save your head in this game. And you're like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Why? Because there's people on his team that are against it and have very stupidly have talked him out of it. And he's gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna do it either. He can't give you a good reason why. He's just saying personal reason because he's a fucking goofy. I read this online. Perfect explanation of it. I read this online. When I saw the video of him saying like, no, I'm not going to wear it. Somebody said, actually last week, he did say he was going to wear the Guardian cap. It's just that he forgot about it. Straight up. So like this CTE is killing you so much that you don't even want to do something better. Give it a try. Give it a try for 2 months. Just see what happens. Yes, it looks a little strange. Yes, it looks a little goofy, but it's not that goofy. It's not that bad. You see what I mean? Give it a shot. You can't just keep doing the same old. Sometimes you got to step into the 21st century and say, hey, what else new do you have? You have, it just boggles my mind how other people allow people to get upset for them, to make decisions for them. And that's what's really pissing me off is like, yeah, look at this. Look at this. It looks a little different. It looks, yes, you do kind of look like a fucking stormtrooper a little bit. You know what I mean?
You look like the stormtroopers from the movie. What was that movie called? Meatballs?
Oh, wow.
The Star Wars spoof movie.
Yeah.
What was that Star Wars spoof movie called?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Yeah. So, yeah, it does. You're a fool, bro. So it does kind of look like that. See, in a sense.
It looks like this, y'all.
You're a fucking idiot, bro. Oh,
but
it does absolutely look like that. But who cares, bro? If I'm making 100 milli, if I'm making 200 mil, I want to keep this as protected as possible. If I can wear 2 regular football helmets, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll do it so I can protect my body, protect my head, protect my family. Because my family's, as a father, I don't know if 2 is a father, but I mean, if I'm going to protect myself so I can be there for my family as much as possible. So if this thing makes me look a little goofy, I'm gonna try it on. And yeah, sure enough, some people say like, yo, it causes a little bit more. It's a little heavier than a usual helmet. It can put a little bit more strain on the neck. But like I said, give it a try for 2 months. If you're not giving it a try, then you're just completely against being better. And you think that the NFL is just doing everything correctly, and they may not be. They may not be. Give it a shot. There's too many people against this, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
I want to share my opinion on this. I truly do believe that we should applaud the players that have worn it this season. Yeah. Because there's been a lot of defensive tackles, a lot of offensive players or offensive linemen, and then a lot of defensive players. That's mostly who it's been, is defensive guys and offensive tackles. People that get hit every fucking play.
And that's what I heard too. If I made to cut you off real quick, I'm sorry. I heard that it may be a little better for people who take small repetitive hits on the O-line. It may be a little better for them than it may be for the people that's like further to back and that take like the real hard hits every once in a while. So if that's the case, then they play football and they know better than me in that aspect.
I wouldn't say that is. I would not say that it's better, but it would be more useful for them to wear it because they get hit every play. Yeah. Every play they get hit and they have a lot of head-to-head contact, right? Mm-hmm. And a dumb motherfucker know that if you keep hitting your head, something in your brain is going to get scrambled. Like if you take an egg and you keep tapping it, that fucking shit going to crack.
It's going to break. Yeah.
And the egg yolk is going to get fucked up. You're going to have a problem. So let's just look at that from that's the dumbest non-scientific thing ever. But sometimes common sense it makes so much more sense. Yeah, it's not common. So to me, I got 5, 6, 7 goddamn concussions that we know about. Not to mention 138 other ones that I had that I ain't show no signs of.
Give me everything, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm smoking dopes. I'm drinking CBD. I'm putting the lotion on my forehead. I'm wearing that motherfucking shit. And I'm going to wear another one on my balls. So just in case anything.
You're and not messing up my money, dog.
He going to say it's because first of all, he already got the 200, right? Mm-hmm. But if you have to retire because you fucked up, you gonna ain't making that money. And it's not about this contract; it's about that next contract. When then you worth 600 milli, nigga. In total, you worth 600 milli. And let's be real, deal Holyfield, Miami don't have a shot in hell without that boy
at all. Yeah.
So you also letting your teammates down, but fuck them, you letting down your family. Mm-hmm. You gonna have to take care of your can't remember nothing ass. Bro, I don't give a fuck what that shit look like. It look fine to me. You put a cap over it, you can still got your number on it, the logo.
I don't like the cap over it. I will say that's what makes it look goofy. I don't like the cap. I've heard that with the cap over it, it doesn't allow the air to get through.
So that might be true. That might be true. But if they could paint that bitch another color, there's a million things you could do. They gotta do something. Or just put I don't know why they fuck can't incorporate it. Whatever they doing, whatever helps me. He's an extreme case, but he needs to take any precaution possible. Because I feel that he is going to end up getting hit, and this time Wayne, he ain't gonna get up right.
And then think about like the people who got like mental bounties on their head for him. Like you back, you don't want to wear it, so nigga, I'm coming for you. Like that's another thing in football. You can't expect people to be like, delicate hit
because you keep getting hurt.
No, bro. People coming at you. When people was bitching about the Saints bounty gate, I'm like, yeah, nigga, this is football.
That was been happening. They're the only team that got caught, but every other team did that, and that was admitted. Like niggas, they was giving out bands in the fucking locker room. The owner sitting there like, here you go, you knock that nigga out. Here go 50 stacks. Like, nah, please believe. This shit is way bigger than rap. Like, anyway, every time he's gotten injured, bro, has been contact that he has initiated. He said that. I don't know why the fuck.
So he's blaming himself?
Yes, he's blaming himself.
So he's trying to take the blame. So
he's trying to take the blame. He's trying to say, like, nobody's hitting me. I'm running towards the contact because he don't know how to slide and shit.
Yeah.
Then look, why are you running? Like, let's be real. You should be the last nigga running. Like, for real. Why you got to run that offense? You got Tyreek Hill. I don't understand what's going on.
Right.
wear the fucking helmet, bro. Wear anything that'll help you. Because I'm surprised, yo. I was saying you should retire, dog. You got 30, 50, 60, 50, 70 million. How much money you need?
Mm-hmm.
How much money your kids need? Everybody else, they be straight. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. But see,
like,
I said that before. I was the main one who said that before. Like, how much money do you really need? And you were like, yo, these people have high overhead and they do this and that. And I'm like, excuses.
Health doesn't. I said he should retire too. Health doesn't matter. Health doesn't matter about money. Because you got all the money in the world, people steal it from you, get divorced, you lose it all anyway.
Oh my God, you ain't wrong.
So you can lose every fucking thing you got. But you can become an announcer if you can talk. This nigga ain't gonna be able to speak.
Right.
You can make a couple dollars.
If you can talk, if you can still talk. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I have empathy for him. I really do.
I don't after this, man. I don't.
I know where he coming from on some football shit. Like, I'm a tough guy, but your body don't give a fuck about that. Your mind don't care what you're talking about. Your injury history tells you, bro, you gotta listen to your body. Don't they always tell you that? Listen to your body. If you you doing this, listen to your body. Nigga, your body's telling you got the shakes. You on the floor fucking breakdancing out there, dog. Nobody want to see that shit. And the next time you get hit, nigga, that's it. I'm surprised DeMar Hamlin out there. Yeah. He died. Yeah. But he's a gangster. That was some once in a lifetime shit. If that shit happened to him twice, I bet you a second time that nigga be like, I quit. Yeah, I'm wearing a bulletproof vest or some shit is going on because my heart is fucked up. But I pray for Tua. But whoever's advising you is some morons.
Listen, after when stuff like this happens, you can't pray for somebody anymore, man, because they're not praying for themselves. You can't keep wasting your prayers on people that's just not praying for themselves. You know what I mean?
You sound like 21 Savage. I grew up with no heart.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, I have a huge heart, bro. I have a really big heart, and I care about people, but I don't care about people and their stupidity. I don't, give you that. Man.
If I tell you 100 times something, or I tell you something, and you gonna go the other way, I feel empathy for you, but that don't mean that I'm like, yo, that I don't be like, yo, this nigga, this is your fault. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I have empathy though. I really have empathy. I'm sorry for you, but ain't nothing I can do because you keep fucking up. All right, last thing I want to talk about, so we get the fuck off this podcast and I can go get some food.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Ain't your fault.
I didn't know you was hungry.
I ate all day. Lamar Jackson. I love the fact that Lamar Jackson is him, and it's proven that no matter where you from, how you dress, how you talk, if you have talent and you put in the work, you can get better. They told this boy he was supposed to be a running back. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Teams were telling him, we draft you, you're going to turn to a running back. He telling teams, no, motherfucker, I'm a quarterback. I won the Heisman. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, he couldn't throw a lick. He couldn't throw a lick at all. He threw one pass deep. He ain't know how to do nothing else. And he could run like grease lightning. But since that, and he got drafted, bro, he completely developed himself. If he becomes one of the most modern people to win the MVP 3 times, I will be extremely happy for him. He needs to win the bowl. That's going to be hard.
What's stopping him?
The Chiefs.
But
it's the Chiefs.
What's his name?
Pat.
He's not how he used to be. Yeah, he's not how he used to be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would love to talk about that.
This is the worst. This is worst season, right?
I would love to talk. Yes, I would love to talk about that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
The reason why this is his worst season is because of Andy Reid. Andy Reid identified, and he learned this from Philly, that his weapons were going to get old or not be as great after they let go of Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. So they decided to switch up their approach. They say, we're going to draft defense instead of drafting offense like that. I'm tired of drafting wide receivers all the time, tight ends and shit. Fuck that. We drafted defensive players. We got Chris Jones. He's the best defensive tackle in the league. So he gonna get pressure no matter what. And if you watch the Super Bowl, he constantly ends the game by getting a big sack or something. He fucking is the bomb. So we're gonna build young linebackers. We're gonna get young defensive ends. We're gonna get young corners. The past 3 drafts, they focused on defensive players, bro. And they drafted all their offensive weapons later in the draft. They can upskill people. And it has worked because now the Chiefs have the best defense, but they have a mediocre offense. Do you think that if Pat plays just like he did last year, normal, that when they get to the playoffs, they're going to falter? Nope. Because last year they had no wide receivers. They had no running back. And they won the Super Bowl. The same thing is going to happen this year. People think the Chiefs are supposed to be an offensive juggernaut. They're not no more. They're a defensive team because they had the best defensive coordinator in the league that tried to be a head coach and it just didn't work out. So now he's older and he's like, man, fuck being a head coach. I'm going to stand over here and win championships with my homeboy, my best friend, Andy Reid. So smart. So smart. That team is going to, a defensive team. The defense is going to carry that team to the Super Bowl again, bro. They're going to win 3 straight. And Patrick Mahomes going to look normal. Ain't that crazy?
No, Patrick Mahomes is going to look like a god.
Oh, yeah, because he's going to get all the credit. He's going to get all the credit at the end of the day. Remember, Tom Brady, his first 3 Super Bowls, Tom Brady was trash. His first 3 seasons, when they went to the Super Bowl and won those 3 years, he was garbage. He was mediocre, bro. He was mediocre. Look at the stats. He was a mediocre quarterback. What happened is that those other 3 or 4 that he won, it took 10 years before he won another one. That's when he became the best quarterback ever. It took years for him to get there, big homie. Years. But that was a defensive team that won that. That was the best defense. Remember, Bill Belichick, a defensive coach.
Yep.
That's what's going on with the Chiefs. They are transitioning for the next 3 years. They're going to be a defensive team until they draft some more weapons. Then they're going to start being an offensive juggernaut again, and the defense is going to get old. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be a fluctuation. Hopefully,
so I got to look out, man, for the Lions, man. I got to just say this real quick. Woo. Do you think Lamar can get over the Lions?
Well, that's the Super Bowl. That's if they get to the Super Bowl. Let's say because they, if the Lions get to the Super Bowl,
Hey, don't say no hater ass shit right now, man.
The reason why the Ravens would beat the Lions is because the Lions lost Hitcherson. They don't have a pass rush like they did before. That dude had like 7 sacks, bro, in like 5 games. He was fucking going crazy out here.
Yeah.
If you can't hit Lamar, you ain't gonna beat him. If you can't stop King Henry, you're not gonna beat him. You just gotta stop the run, bro, with the Ravens. That's all you got to do. Just stop the run. Don't fuck the pass. Let him pass all day long. Let him score 4 touchdowns. Who gives a shit? That's what the Chiefs do. The Chiefs stop him from running. They just take away one of your superpowers because you can't take away all his superpowers. So you only take away one. So you just stop the run. The Lions won't be able to do that. So he's going to win. They can't sack him. He ain't afraid of them. He's not afraid of them, man. The Buccaneers is a good team. They don't suck. They got their ass whipped last night. Yeah. Real good. Real good. They got beat. And the Tampa people going to think Tampa Bay suck.
10 points. They came
back
but
a little that was bit. Last. That was that was over, bro. That's when niggas was chilling. That's prevent defense. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same as like when you up 38-10.
You're right.
And they came back and I respect them, but then you saw King Henry went and did a 60-yard run and was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, nigga, please. Like, so I hope the Ravens get to the Super Bowl. I want Lamar to win a Super Bowl. And I know he don't care about no MVP. I just want somebody that talented that put in that much work to get one. And I hope that the Chiefs are not the main reason why. But they probably going to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 49ers are trash. We all admit that. I don't know what the fuck going on. Brandon Ayuk gone. Debo's in the hospital. He got out. He all right. But that team is awful. and Brock Purdy just fucked up his contract. He ain't gonna get no money. Ain't that a bitch? See how fast it is? Wins the Super Bowl, and now, boom. I personally think that the 49ers got old. Super Bowl hangover's a bitch, ain't it? The Chiefs are undefeated, and the 49ers look like garbage.
What do you mean they got old?
Their players got old.
Okay.
Their defensive players got old, bro. Bosa's older, and they playing okay, but when you get to a certain age, man, that offense getting old, it's just a problem. CMC still hasn't played yet. Like, it catches up with you. Can't keep patching it together. But, well, NBA season starts tonight. We'll talk about that in the next coming weeks. Nah, it starts tonight, man. Just tonight.
All right.
You know, the WNBA championship was yesterday. That was yesterday night. Liberty won for the first time. People think that's a controversial thing, but we will talk about the NBA.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Me neither. I heard about it. That motherfucker, that coach was pissed. And then as soon as the season was over, Wayne, all the players striked.
What do you mean all the players? All the players? Players on the team?
WNBA players, the whole league, they striked. They ain't playing no more.
Wow.
Because they said we need livable wages. Reese came out and said my NBA or my WNBA check don't pay none of my bills.
What time out though? So do you know off your head, you know how much do they get paid? And then how much money do they have coming in for them to actually equal out that pay? You see what I mean?
So the NBA subsidizes the WNBA.
Okay, so let me say this. They
haven't got no money back.
Okay. But how much? It's the NBA. How much money do they need back? Just keep funneling money into it so they can have their sport too.
They've been doing that for 30 years.
Do it for 30 more years. You got the money for it.
They got the money. I'm not saying they don't, but the owners are getting tired of it without there being no investment. I think that the problem is that there is no true TV deals for the WNBA. You got to put that shit on TV. That's how motherfuckers gonna watch it. It be on Ion, man. Nobody watch no fucking Ion network, nigga. I don't feel like downloading no other app to watch these motherfuckers play. Ion,
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, you can't put this shit on TNT. Y'all got AEW, I got regular NBA. Put that on there too. What's the fucking problem? Put it on NBC, CBS. Y'all need content. Y'all got all these stupid ass singing shows. Somebody watch.
That shit makes money though. But that shit makes
it does, and they don't think the WNBA does because they tried to do it before. Nobody's watching it. Well, y'all got 2 superstars now, so chill the fuck out. 3 technically,
but it's only 2. People are only going to watch those 2.
Now the league, every game is up. The every game has been up. Every game has been up. Not even counting them 2. Every game has been up, bro. Okay. Even these finals was the most watched finals ever.
Okay.
But we need more stars. Like we need more super dupers. And there's a girl coming that plays for USC right now. She's gonna be the next one, right? She's gonna be that next superstar. But it needs to be more. And that is on the WNBA for not promoting them. But you can't do it if you don't got no money and you ain't out on regular TV because you got to go to the Ion Network or Tubi to watch these motherfuckers play.
Tubi is free. All you have to do is
but you know, people lazy, man. They're downloading shit. Nigga lazy, man.
Bro,
you don't want to, bro.
No, it's you don't want to watch it. And that's fine. You don't want to watch it, bro.
Because you know, the NBA, most people watch it unless they're a super duper fan of the team or they're just a fan of basketball. Most people, they just turn that shit on. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, LeBron playing. Let me watch this shit real quick. Nothing else on TV. That's how it works. Because it's on a major TV network. They don't got nobody like inside the NBA with TNT and them. All them niggas watch
maybe
NBA
that's
because
something
they
need then.
They need that.
Maybe they need something
you
like
need
that.
Some personalities. You gotta do this all. You gotta do it all, man. You gotta do a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. This shit ain't just happen overnight. NBA was trash until Magic and Bird came, though. For real, man. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Nobody was watching NBA until the fucking Magic came and Bird came. Like, for real. It's the same thing. So I think it's a turning point. But they need more bread because they getting paid like 70 G's. Yeah, that's crazy.
You could live off that. You could live off of 70. The hell was it's you can't compare it to the NBA because that's just a completely different beast.
It's completely
how much more money are they wanting? I'm not saying that 70s and up. I'm not saying no. Please don't get that mixed up.
No.
Like I'm all for the ladies getting millions of dollars. I'm all for the ladies getting millions. But where is it gonna come from?
Right, it ain't coming from revenue. Yeah. It's not coming from. And they saying like, if the owners are having problems paying back the NBA owners that own them revenue back, how the fuck they gonna play the players? The chartered flights just came, and that was old girl getting that. They just got chartered flights this year, bro.
Which old girl?
Caitlin Clark. She the one that said that, and she was like, "Damn, we catching the bus." Damn.
Like a high school team,
nigga. Like that baseball movie where the girls like, ain't no crying in baseball. What's that movie called?
A League of Their Own.
Yeah, they're on a bus like a league of their own. I'm sorry, girls. That's fucked up. Like that is fucked. You basically playing for like when you gotta have another job. Like what you do? I'm a basketball player, and I also work at this firm as an accountant.
Home Depot, yeah.
I work at Home Depot, getting the big show because I'm tall. Like damn, what you do? I'm the starting center for the Atlanta.
Dream?
Whatever. Yeah, Dream. That's what I am. I'm the starting center. Like, damn, dog. Like, I'll never forget his last name I'm gonna say. What's that movie? Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Remember old boy got injured and then when they got together finally, the girl was playing for like the WNBA or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when I first watched that movie. I was like, and this is young nigga. I was like, I wonder how much she making.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she probably making like 15 grand.
Yeah,
so that's my first thought.
Because the point is, see, like you thought about that shit. Like the point of it really is, like she did it for both of them. It's all love and shit like that. But in reality,
we need his contract.
Yeah,
that nigga need to make a comeback. And her ass
and they
need to be holding that baby.
Too. Yeah, word.
Her ass need to be holding that baby. And he was a first round pick.
I don't remember.
I love that movie. Anyway, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us. What the F happened this week? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Man, I wonder what the hell's going to happen next week. All right.
It keeps getting better every week, man, but we'll see.
It does. It does, man. Hopefully we'll have Big Rita back next week, but peace out, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We see you next week. Peace.
Love y'all, man.